us move to the next question, that is question number 34. To get output 1 from the following circuit, the correct choices for the input is, you need to get output y as 1. So, the correct option would be how much, or which one would be the correct answer? So, if you take the first one 0 and 1, so 0 and 1 if I take and then C equals to 0, for this one it is an OR gate. So, 1 will come here, 0 will come here, 1 into 0 for AND gate is A into B. How do you write down AND gate? Y equals to A dot B, and for OR gate is Y equals to A plus B, right? So, this is not the correct answer. Now, let us move to the next one. A equals to 1, B equals to 0 and C equals to 0. So, whenever any of the input is 0 from in the AND gate, output will be 0 only. So, you see here in this one C is 0. So, in this one C is 0. So, you will see the fourth option A equals to 1. Now, if I take the fourth option, A equals to 1, B equals to 0 and C equals to 1. 1 plus 0 is 1 and again 1 will go, 1 into 1 is 1. So, option 4 is the correct answer. So, 34 is done. Now, let us move to the next question, that is 35. Question number 35. A piece of ice falls from a height h so that it melts completely. Only 1/4 of the heat produced is absorbed by the ice and the energy of ice gets converted into heat during its fall. So, the value of height h is, you need to calculate the value of the height h. So, which formula are you going to use out here? So, you will be using 1 by 4 mgh is equal to ml. If you solve this one, your answer is going to come out to be 136 kilometer. This is the correct answer. Let us go to the next question, that is question number 36. The ratio of escape velocity of Earth to the escape velocity of any planet whose radius and mean density are twice as that of the Earth is. So, this is a very important question which came from the chapter gravitation. Okay. So, escape velocity expression you must know for this one. So, for Earth V is equals to root over of twice g m e by r e, that is for Earth, right. What do you write down? G r square, twice g r square. So, twice g r actually, and for V any other planet it will be twice g m p by r p. Now, you just need to take the ratio of these two, that is V e divided by V p. So, once you take the ratio, just substitute the values. It is saying that the radius of the planet in the mean density is twice that of the Earth. Radius will be twice of the Earth, right. So, it will be 2 r e, and density you can get from here because mass is given. So, you will write down mass is equal to density, multiplied with volume. So, if you use density multiplied with volume, density will be rho and the volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. So, if you substitute here, your final answer will be 1 is to 2 root 2. So, the right answer for this question is number 2, that is 1 is to 2 root 2. Now, let us move to the next question, that is question number 37. If the magnitude of sum of two vectors is equal to the magnitude of the difference of the two vectors, the angle between these two vectors are or is, you need to find it out. This is a question from the chapter vectors. So, it is a formula you have to use here according to the question. It is saying that if I take the formula according to the question, it will be a plus b equals to a minus b, and if I square both the sides and get their magnitude, so it will be a square plus 2 a dot b, right. So, ab cos of theta plus this one will be b square, which will be equal to a square minus 2ab cos of theta plus b square. So a square get cancel out, b square get cancel out. So if I take this one to the other side, it will be 4ab cos theta will be equals to 0. Hence cos of theta will be equals to 0. If I bring it to the denominator, it will be 0. Therefore your theta will be pi by 2. So if you look at this question very carefully, you will see that your theta is coming out to be pi by 2. Now let us search in the option which is the correct answer. If you see this, the correct answer is pi by 2 means 90 degree. 90 degree is your right option. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 38. Question number 38, it says that given the value of Rydberg constant is 10 to the power 7 per meter, the wave number of the last line of the Balmer series in hydrogen spectrum will be. Okay, this is a question from the chapter Atoms and Nuclei. I will just have to show you the formula, then rest you can do it by yourself. So if you use this formula, 1 by lambda is equals to RH 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Fine. So 1 by lambda can be written as, see, RH is given to you. Okay, this 1 by lambda is nothing but your wave number. Fine. So that is 10 to the power 7. 1 by n1 in Balmer series, on which orbit the atom jumps, it's in the second orbit. So it will be 2 square, and in the last line if it is saying, then it is jumping from the orbit which is there at infinity. So it will be infinity square. Now if you solve this one, your answer will come out. Your final answer will be 0.25. 0.25 into 10 to the power 7 per meter. So I will have to see the option. If you look at this one, the right option is option number 3. So I will correct the option number 3, take the correct answer. So let us now go for the next question, that is question number 39. A body of mass 1 kg begins to move under the action of the dependent force or time dependent force, which is equals to 2 I cap plus 2t I cap plus 3t square j cap Newton, where I and j are the unit vector along x and y axis. What power will be developed by the force at the line at the time t? So you need to calculate power. Your mass is given. Okay, so F is equals to mass into acceleration. From there you can find out the velocity, right? So you can use a formula, power is equal to force multiplied with velocity. So you can use a formula, power is equals to force multiplied with velocity. With the help of this you can find the answer, and the correct solution for this answer is number 3. You try it by yourself and see what you get. So if you use the formula, power is equal to force multiplied with velocity, you will see that the correct option is coming out to be this one, number 4. So number 4 is the correct answer. So now we will move to the next question, that is question number 40. Question number 40, an inductor of 20 millihenry, a capacitor of 50 microfarad and a resistors of 40 ohm are connected in series across a source of EMF V equals to 10 sin 340 multiplied with T. The power loss in the circuit, AC circuit is, so this is a question from the chapter alternating current. So you need to use the formula from the chapter alternating current, and the most important formula which you are going to use out here is the impedance formula, which says that Z is equals to root over of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C of whole square. If you use this concept or use this formula, then you can finally find out the power. Fine. So the right answer for this one is 0.51 watt, which you have to check by yourself. This is the correct answer. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 41. If the velocity of a particle is v, which is given by at plus bt square, where a and b are constant, then the distance travelled by it between 1 second and 2 second is. So you have to see the option and you have to find out. So distance travel means what? If the velocity of particle is v, which is given by at plus vt square, where a and b are constant, then the distance travelled by it between 1 second and 2 second is. So what you have to do, its velocity is given, so the change in position will be their distance or displacement, right. So you will find out x1 once and x2 once. So how you are going to do it, this one? So you need to write down the velocity at first. This is a question from equation of motion, at plus bt square, right. First you find out for x1 at time t equals to 1, and then you find out x2 for time t equals to 2 seconds. Okay. Then what you will do is x2 minus x1 you have to do, and you will get your answer. So this is velocity given. So from here, from velocity you need to find out what? Displacement. So velocity is equal to what? Displacement by time. Put time for both of them. So it will be divided by t. So it's like v can be written as dx by dt, right. So you have to find out the displacement from this velocity term. Once you find out, put it for x1 and x2, and then x2 minus x1, that will give you the right answer. For this question, the correct option is option number 3, 3 by 2a plus 7 by 3b. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 42. A long solenoid has 1000 turns when a current of 4 ampere flows through the magnetic flux linked with each turn of the solenoid is 4 into 10 to the power minus 3 Weber. The self-inductance of the solenoid is. Here you have to use a very simple formula from the chapter electromagnetic induction. So it's a topic called as self-induction or self-inductance, you find out from there, okay, that is L. So you will be using phi is equals to Li. Phi is known to you, N is given and phi is also given, and then I is also known to you, you need to calculate L. So if you calculate this one, you will see that your answer is coming out to be 1 Henry, right. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 43. A small signal voltage Vt, which is equals to V naught sin omega t, is applied across an ideal capacitor C. So which is the correct option? Number 1, current I lags voltage Vt by 90 degree, no. Over a complete cycle, the capacitor C does not consume any energy from the voltage source. Okay, let us see, this question can be, this option can be a correct one, we will check on that. Number 3, current I is in phase with the voltage, no. Current leads voltage by 180 degree. We know in capacitor current leads the voltage, but how much? It cannot be 1 by 180 degree direct. Here the current leads the voltage, therefore the average power consumed in the whole circuit will be 0. So over a full cycle, the capacitor C does not consume any energy. If the power is 0, energy consumed will also be 0 from the voltage source. So option 2 will be the correct answer. So if I have to click one, option 2 will be its correct answer, right. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 44. Match the corresponding entries of column 1 with column 2, where M is the magnification produced by the mirror. So, you have to do the match the column. Let us see number A first. M equals to minus 2. Minus 2 means it's a real and inverted image produced by a concave mirror. So, A will be equal to number B and a real image B and C, where we will see now option B. Option B is again minus half. So, it will be again B and C, concave mirror and real image. B is also B and C. Now, we will see C. C is plus 2, M equals to plus 2 and highly enlarged image. Greater than 1 means enlarged image. So, this is a case we will see in concave mirror only. When the object is kept between focus and pole, you get a highly enlarged image here, right. So, this is C will go for a B, concave mirror and a virtual image. So, C will be B and D, B and D, and D is equals to plus half magnification. So, it is a image form where it is less than 1, that means a smaller image will form. In the case of convex mirror, it is true and it is a virtual image. So, D is A and D. So, if you look at this one, A is B and C, B and C B is B and C, B is B and C, C is B and D, C is B and D, and D is A and D. So number 1 is the correct answer. Let us see, others can also be correct. A is A and C, no. B, C, this is should be C out here. In the question it is printing mistake. So 3 A and D, no. 4 C and D, no. So these are not the correct, only one option is the correct, that is option number 1. So now let us move to the next question, that is question number 45. A car is negotiating a curved road of radius r. The road is banked at an angle theta. The coefficient of friction between the tire of the car and the road is mu s. The maximum safe velocity of the road is. This is a direct question from the topic banking of roads in class 11. So this is the last question, and if you do the derivation, it's there, and the final answer is given to you in the videos if you check on there. So the correct answer for this one is option number 2. GR, root over of GR mu s plus tan theta divided by 1 minus mu s tan theta. This is the correct answer. This is all about from this question paper 2016. Most of them I have given you formula and application. You need to practice and find the final answer. Kindly do it and do all the questions.
So fog is a colloidal solution of. So this question basically come from your surface chemistry part of your class 12 NCERT. So what is the answer for this? It's a very simple question. So fog is nothing but it is a liquid in a gas. Okay.